Hey, a million years ago, I did a talk show, and that's what you're gonna see, so enjoy. It's just short clips, but I think you'll dig it. Hi, George.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm sitting here with George Carlin. One of the great things for me that I learned from you about communicating with comedy is that you can open people's eyes. Now I want to throw some names at you.
Okay.
And just get your reactions. Mm-hmm. Lord Buckley.
Lord Buckley was a poet and a funny, visionary, person ahead of his time. I have every one of his albums. I know his family. And he talked that talk, He said he considers everyone on the earth to be a flower.
Yeah.
And he says, and it has been a pleasure to walk in your garden.
Yes.
He appreciated the individual,
Yeah.
and he was a poet.
Great comedian. Moms Mabley.
I didn't hear as much of Moms early, even though I was sort of, I only lived about a half mile from the Apollo, and I would get over there for the music acts, but I didn't know much about Moms, and I didn't get over to see Moms. But I caught up with her later, and I just love, what I love is that freedom.
Yeah.
What I love is that ability to know where the line is and then leap across it.
Right.
And she did that, and I've always loved, just as Lord Buckley did,
Right.
I've always loved Black English and poetry of Black speech. And she had that. She had her version of that, too.
Yeah. And what about Lenny Bruce? I
Well,
have to say Lenny Bruce because
yeah.
some of the people may not know who Lenny is.
Lenny ran the delicatessen in my neighborhood. Lenny had wonderful sandwiches. Lenny Bruce, of course, for most of the people of my age that I knew, he represented a great breakthrough in honesty on a stage. Really honest confrontation of ideas. The radio comedians meant a lot to me. And in the movies I saw, the Marx Brothers, Red Skelton, Danny Kaye, and the early Bob Hope.
Right.
And I loved them, and they did what I wanted to do. I knew very early I wanted to do that.
Where'd you come from?
Harlem. I call it White Harlem because it was right next door to Black Harlem. We call it, it was a neighborhood called Morningside Heights.
Right, that neighborhood.
That sounds lame. You go to a dance downtown and some guy says, "Where you from, man?" And you say, "Morningside Heights." He would probably take your pants. If you say, "White Harlem," he's gonna go, "Oh, okay," because he never heard of it.
Right.
And Harlem, he knew was tough.
Right.
And he probably didn't want to deal with that at all.
Right.
So White Harlem, he had to go home and think about first. So we lived about 2 blocks from where the black section ended. We lived in a little Irish enclave between Columbia University, West Harlem. I lived on 121st, I hung around 124th, and Amsterdam. And then there was Cuban and
Right.
Puerto Rican.
Right.
And man, I grew up with rhythm and blues.
But you know what just kicked my butt was you can tell when somebody's from uptown. See, I'm a downtown girl. I'm from Chelsea.
My mother grew up in Chelsea.
See. And whenever we went up, I have an older brother. He and I would go up and see my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
We were always taught, when somebody said, "Where are you going?" we'd say, 148th Street.
Yeah.
But folks that lived uptown, the word was spelled A-H-U-N, 100.
Yeah. And even 48. It got to that.
That's right.
Where you from? 48.
That's it. And so they could always tell us in the crowd.
Yeah,
We'd be
100 and yeah.
running with this
That's nice.
funny old
That's a real
English.
New York story.
Oh yeah.
So we emulated blacks, a little core group of us. There was a big neighborhood. Little core group of us start talking like that, Say, "What's up? What's happening? What you doing? What's going on?" Wait a minute. Hey, hold on. Hey, wait a minute, man. We started wearing conservative clothes. We started wearing wingtips were cool, and we started wearing wingtips, French toes, and featherweights. We stopped pegging our pants, and we started wearing charcoal suits, 3-button or a 4-button necklace with a vest and an eyelet shirt with a Slim Jim tie, and carrying an umbrella even on a nice day, which was so cool to hang on the corner with your umbrella. You know, I'd be like this. What's happening?
I just went home for a second.
Yeah.